Welcome, my children of the night, to Terror Tales of LA, the podcast. Your home for all things horror and all things Los Angeles.
Hello, and welcome back to Terror Tales of LA, the podcast. I'm your host, Adri Diaz.
I'm your other host, Quentin Ridings.
Where we talk all things horror-related, good or bad, and boy, oh boy, is today a bad one.
Yeah, we got ourselves a stinker.
The stinkiest, most pungent stink you can inhale through your nose.
Something is wafting in from off the water on the beaches.
And we wish it was a dead body.
Yes.
That's how stinky this was.
Mm-hmm.
But what washed along the shore?
The reboot sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
2025.
Yeah.
You know, normally I'm a woman who's peed the F off, but this movie especially peed me the capital F off.
Yeah, I was pretty optimistic about that. We were both riding high after watching the original, and
Which was so good.
Yeah,
which is such a perfect, fun 90s movie.
And a easy blueprint to follow.
Easy. And it's like they followed it in a bad way and then ruined it.
Yes. They followed, if anything, they followed the Scream reboot sequel. Mm-hmm. The only problem with that is that's Scream's thing. That tone, that kind of sense of humor, that's that franchise's thing. Mm-hmm. This franchise worked because it was more a straight up, not played for laughs slasher movie. Mm-hmm. So it felt weird. They were trying to do these like mishmash of tones the whole time.
Yes.
And I don't know if you ever had like a bad like Chipotle bowl or something you made and it's just,
every Chipotle bowl you mean?
It's a big bowl of slop and nothing really is complimentary.
No, God, it was I had such high hopes going in. We saw a nice crisp matinee.
That was the best part. It was still, light out when we had a full day to decompress.
Oh, and we needed that full day. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was one of those movies where at first I was kind of like, okay, this is bad, but like in a good way. Yes. And then it just went downhill. It just kept being bad.
Yes.
So bad that it took away the good.
Mm-hmm. We're gripping the seats, getting angrier and angrier as the movie went along.
I had popcorn and I gripped the bucket too hard. Yeah. They have a I Know What You Did Last Summer bucket. It was just like a bucket with a hook on the top. I mean, what is up with all the buckets lately at movie theaters? You notice that?
I guess it's
capitalism.
At
its finest.
It's capitalism.
We have the Jaws one, which kind of makes sense because it was the 50th anniversary.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I know so many men that want to fuck that bucket.
Yes.
Yeah, that Jaws bucket with all the teeth, which is fair.
Ben, the producer.
Ben.
Really cool one behind you.
Wait, which one?
Godzilla and Kong, it's under the table.
Oh, see?
It splits into two buckets.
Okay, so our producer has the Godzilla and Kong bucket. And which side did you fuck? The Godzilla or the Kong side?
No, he had a threesome.
You had a threesome with the bucket?
I shared.
You shared? Yeah. Okay, he made love to both sides. Got it.
But most
he
of the
came
Godzilla.
in the Godzilla
Yeah,
side.
most of the Godzilla side.
He started with Kong, ended with Godzilla. Got it.
Godusi.
There is just there was this the old crypt keeper in front of us. There was like this old man with a bucket, and it was like a big head, like it was a Transformers head, but I had no idea what the movie was. Did you see that guy? You saw that guy?
Wait, the crypt keeper
It was just
guy?
some old guy. I'm being a bitch. It was some old guy with a bucket, and it was like a huge head. I don't even know what it was for.
Was it purple?
Yes.
It's the Fantastic Four upcoming movie.
Oh, so there was a Fantastic Four. If there was a Pedro Pascal head,
wanna
I'd be fucking that.
You want to be carrying that around? But he wouldn't be into it.
No, he'd go, oop.
I don't like this.
He's not British.
He is now, apparently.
What do you mean?
He's doing that thing where actors have like been in England for a while.
Oh, he got Johnny Depp.
He got that kind of vaguely English accent out of nowhere.
Got it.
It is always funny when that happens.
That is so funny. Beautiful man. Loved him.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch The Last of Us?
I liked the first season.
First season, second season, I stopped watching after he got his shit rocked.
They rocked his shit straight.
God, God,
to
it was
hell.
horrible. I hated it. I stopped watching. And I knew it was coming because everyone gave it away from the video games, but it was still jarring.
I thought people were more pissed, though, they didn't build up to it more.
It was kind of out of nowhere. It was like the second episode in the second season.
So it almost like made him like a guest star in the
Essentially, it felt like they were just like, oh, we're giving him the boot.
Yeah, which is crazy because if you live in LA, a lot of times like buses are like a great like way to kind of keep track of your calendar because whatever's coming out soon, it'll be on a bus. Like just the other day, I saw Weapons on a bus and it got me excited because I realized that was only like a couple weeks out.
Right.
And Pedro Pascal's face leading up to Last of Us was everywhere.
Right.
And then they ganked him
They
right
did.
at the show.
The lesson is if you are or you need some new content or new shows to watch, just go out and look at some buses.
Yeah.
Then you'll know.
And
in the city, I guess.
Poor Pedro, they keep doing the bury the gays trope to him where they kill him in almost everything he's in.
Even in that movie with Dakota Fanning?
Mm-hmm.
Was that like rom-com thing?
Yeah, at the end.
I forget what it was called.
He gets hit.
The Materialist.
Yeah, he steps out into the street and gets hit by a bus.
Oh my God, he got scary movied?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's so funny. But anyways, going back to the movie, it was just really hard to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer and then followed up with that because it felt like they were copying and pasting. Like they even had the same intro where there's like the drone shot of like the ocean.
Yeah.
Of what's the place they live at again? Southport. But like this time it wasn't even like scary. At least in I Know What You Did Last Summer, it was like at nighttime.
It's more
and this
ominous.
one it was like it was more ominous. And then for this one, it was like in the middle of the day on a beautiful beach day. And I was waiting. It felt like the opening of the OC.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for that song, California.
They could have remixed it.
California.
Even Carolina.
Carolina. Carolina. Here we kill. Speaking of killing, I wish that movie got killed.
When they were pitching it.
When they were pitching it. Yeah, it was just there was so much information that was not used. Like the beginning, it's like we meet the main girl, the final girl. And
Ava, played by Chase Wonders.
Yeah, and she mentions how her mom died.
She's opens with monologuing to the camera kind of thing.
Monologuing to herself in the mirror, trying on outfits.
Chooses the worst of the three dresses.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. She had like all these nice dresses, and she chose like a tube top and a little skirt.
A green one with a fish on it.
Oh my God. And yeah, she's getting ready for her friend's engagement party.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so she mentions like there's a picture of her and her mom, and she's just like, "Miss you, Mom." So it lets us know, the audience, that her mom's dead. So you think, oh, this must be an important thing.
Yes.
Nope.
It's
never brings it up again.
Never addressed again.
Not even in a way of like, maybe it's like some sort of character arc for her later being like, you know what? No, my mom wouldn't like me doing this, so I'm going to not do this. Literally just never brought up again.
Or
had nothing to do with anything.
Or they could have used it as a way to reaffirm the strength of her relationship with her best friend who's getting married. It's like, oh, you're my family now, something like that.
Literally, no. Didn't even mention that.
Because
Nothing.
like, apparently by the end of the movie, we're supposed to believe they have an incredibly strong bond. And I don't believe that at all. Her friend's getting married, played by Madeline Klein.
Who I guess is like a social media person.
I guess I'm old because she's apparently super famous to a certain like age group. Because I thought for sure she was going to die.
Yeah, so who's the main... There's 5 actually this time. And I Know What You Did Last Summer in 1997. There's 4. This one, there's 5.
Our two fellas.
Yeah.
Milo Griffin is Jonah Howard King. He's a British guy.
Okay.
I believe you said he had kind of a busted face.
Oh, he was busted.
Yeah. Tyreek Withers played Teddy Spencer.
Who's that guy?
He kind of looks like Derek Jeter, but like young.
Who's that?
He's the biracial guy.
I know, but who's Derek?
Derek Jeter's a very famous baseball player. Like, insanely famous.
I don't care.
And Sarah Pigeon.
Who the hell's Sarah Pigeon?
Stevie Ward.
And what has she been in?
Nothing I know of.
See, that's what makes it really hard for the very first movie, where you have like a cast of superstars, like movie stars.
You see why everyone got to be like massively famous after this movie.
Yes.
As opposed to this one where it feels like they kind of focus tested, casted who had, oh God, I hate social media, I hate online. I just said casted. It's cast. People are speaking English much more poorly, and I just did it. It's cast.
And I tell you all the time to speak better.
Yes, you're always telling me, speak better, speak pretty.
Speak pretty.
Speak pretty.
Yeah.
It feels like they do just a big part of like getting a movie off the ground is like, who's got a big social media following? Doesn't matter if they're actually deserve to be a movie star or anything. Like there's no mystique to them. There's no like star power.
So before the podcast, Quentin told me that he says that we say like too much, which is so fair. Mm-hmm. The moment I had awareness of that, like 12 seconds ago, I counted how many times you said like. Right now, you said it about 5 times.
See? It's insane. It's a tick.
I know. Why do we say like?
I think...
Well, everyone does it, especially LA.
It's an LA thing, and it does give your brain like a little pause.
Yes, there's so much things going on. I have an audition. I have work. Mm-hmm. I have a show. Heaven forbid I say the word like a couple times.
We do wear so many hats out here. Our producer's wearing one right now.
He's wearing a hat and headphones.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you're listening to this, grab yourself a nice Smirnoff Ice and take a sip every time we say like.
Yeah. At the very least, you deserve to get drunk.
Yeah, you at least deserve to get drunk while we talk like we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was hard to see a movie with like such famous movie stars. No, I'm trying not to say like.
I just heard you do it though.
See?
Sip.
Take a sip.
Yeah.
And
baby sips.
And then jump to this cast that maybe they got casted because I don't care if I'm saying it wrong. If they got casted because they got cast, okay, now I'm gonna say it right. Because they have like a following, or I don't know, the main girl, or not the main girl, but the blonde girl. What was her name again?
Madeline Klein.
Very pretty, but like very Instagram face.
She's got that super Instagram face.
And I don't even know if she's had any procedures, but she just like looks like, oh, this is like a girl on Instagram that I would scroll past and be like, oh yeah, she's pretty. Oh, she wants me to buy this
tummy tea.
Yeah, maybe. Then keep scrolling. It's just hard. And I think with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar in I Know What You Did Last Summer, they just like look like traditional everyday the girl next door but movie stars. And to me that's a little more relatable than like some beautiful like Instagrammy girl.
Yeah, like
what were you gonna say? Were you gonna say like?
Yes.
Like what?
Maybe that's the other thing. We do speak in so much like metaphors, so we're constantly having to do similes, and that is, metaphor doesn't use like or as. Little English lesson for you.
Okay, thank you.
But we are comparing things a lot.
Thank you, Velma.
So I would say, yes, I do agree with your point, though. I do feel like this cast feels like very much of this moment.
That was also another thing that really pissed me off about this movie. You could only watch this movie in the year 2025. If you watched it in 2026, it would feel outdated already.
Yes.
Because they were, they get that one Instagram TikTok famous girl to play the podcaster.
The one responsible for the lore dump in the movie.
Yes.
Early on in the movie, there's a podcaster who talks about the murders from the first movie.
Yeah, what's her real name?
Played by Gabriette.
What's her last name?
Who I guess is even though she's not that famous, we're already using her as a mononym. Her last name is Bechtel.
Bechtel.
Like the Bechtel test. But with a T.
What's the Bechtel test?
Well, we talked about it before with... We have
we
have two female characters not talking about a man.
Oh, got it.
That they have agency and aspirations and they're fully realized persons.
And it's like I don't think this movie knew what the tone was because how they were speaking just felt like a conversation you would overhear at like some like trendy LA restaurant.
It's a lot of, I'll call it Erewhon speak.
Yes, it was like a kind of like a, oh my God, like my boundaries have been crossed. Men are trash.
They had a fucking men go to therapy joke.
Men need to go to therapy.
In big 2025. That joke felt old 2 years ago.
Right, exactly. I'm just like, yeah, these are all like Twitter jokes that were a thing when Twitter was still around. It's not even Twitter anymore. It's X now.
Yes. I'm curious if it was the studio executives or the screenwriters they brought in to help punch this up. They're like, we need people to speak how kids speak now.
It felt like AI, honestly.
Yeah.
It felt like AI. The writing was horrible.
Oh, I did find out the director, and she's also got a screenplay credit. She wrote, but in my opinion, one of the worst Marvel movies. She wrote Thor: Love and Thunder.
Why is that the worst one?
It's bad. It's a bad movie. It tried also to cash in on what made the movie prior to that super popular. Thor Ragnarok was one of the bigger Marvel hits of like their MCU
what?
run. Yeah.
Take a sip of that Smirnoff Ice,
Yeah.
ladies and gents.
Sip, sip, sip. Thor Ragnarok was one of the bigger hits for Marvel, and so its sequel attempted to
Sip.
reheat them nachos.
That's exactly how you called it. This movie felt like reheating nachos.
And let's face it, nachos for the most part are not meant to be reheated.
No.
You eat them once and you're done.
You can maybe eat it drunk.
Yeah.
But you still know it's not that good.
Was that our problem?
Should we have been drinking Smirnoff Ices while watching
this?
Yeah,
we should have been icing the whole movie.
Yeah, we could have hid some like Smirnoff Ices around the movie theater.
Yeah.
In the popcorn bucket while you're fucking it.
I would have had a better time, to be honest.
God, but I mean, I think again, what we were saying, we had hopes in the very beginning. Like there was this engagement party. We established they're all good friends. Two of the couples or two of the people are gonna get engaged, and they're like, let's smoke a joint, and like the old days, and let's go watch fireworks again set on 4th of July, exactly like the movie 1997.
Let's go to our special spot.
The middle of the road on a hill.
At night.
And, they run into an old friend that they had, and it was like established that this friend isn't part of the friend group anymore because she
is poor.
She's poor and like went to rehab.
Yeah, her dad ran off with her college fund.
Yeah, a lot of backstory within this like 3-minute scene.
Yes.
And that's what I hate. It's just like bad writing, you know? And so they invite her along, and the guy whose father, I guess, owns half of the city because he does real estate.
They tried to do some like shoehorn gentrification subplot where it's like it's bad.
Right.
That he came to town
and
bought up a bunch of property in order to paint a new face on, this town with murder.
Right, yeah, because everyone was getting their ass slashed. And so this guy comes up and is just like, here, let me get a new brand for this town.
We're going to be the Hamptons of the South.
Yeah, so they're super rich. So again, that kind of already paints a picture for you of what we complained about a little bit in the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. These kids would get a slap on the wrist. Because it ties in again. And this time, this was my problem with the movie. The stakes were so low.
Yes.
Like even lower than the first one, where I still kind of argued, where I was like, I think those kids would have been fine if they would have just been like, we're so sorry we accidentally ran over someone. But we're rich and we're pretty and we're white. So it's fine.
No one was going to be mad.
Which apparently, I guess, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s dad was a very famous Latin actor
in the 70s.
So maybe that makes sense for the first one.
To do a little bit of work for the movie.
Sure, but I was just like, Freddie Prinze Jr. is the POC out of that whole group.
He's incredibly white passing.
He's so white passing. You're gonna be fine, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, same story here. They all are super rich except like the 1/5 friend. They're like the rich guy. He's dicking around. He's like, a car's coming. He's dancing in the street like, ooh, don't get me, don't get me. And then Milo has to save him. And then they don't realize, and another car, it was a fake out, and then another car comes and like swerves, crashes out. They're like holding on to the car because it's like hanging off the cliff. And then there's like another moment where you think this is going to be important information later, where they're like trying to hold the car before it falls over. And then whoever's driving punches through the window. So strong, grabs the shirt of one of the guys and rips it off. And then the car plummets to the ocean.
Oh no, there's evidence. That'll be important, right?
Right? Nope.
Never mentioned again.
That shirt never comes up again. Which I truly thought, oh, this might be a clue for later of like, oh, who done it? Who was the killer?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Nope. And then all of them were just like, okay, well, I'm going to get in trouble for this. And it's just like, no, you wouldn't have. Yes, you were playing in the middle of the road, but the stakes are lower than the first one. The first one, at least you did kill someone. You did hit someone.
Right. And there's like drunk driving involved, which is kind of hard to get out of. In this case, this is like, I don't know, criminal negligence or something.
Yeah, it would just be like, oh, he was standing in the middle of the road, wasn't paying attention, and then a car swerved.
It'd be probably like a misdemeanor.
If that.
It's a fine.
If that. And then, yeah, and so then all of a sudden, they all leave. They're like, we're another pack. We're never telling anyone ever this.
Cut to 1 year later.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Well, apparently the trauma from the accident caused Avery Brooks, Chase Sue Wonders, our lead, to get hella gay.
Yeah, she started getting finger popped by Gabrielle.
Yes.
1 year later. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what trauma does, is makes you bi-curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then again, that was never a thing that came up later. We're kind of like, okay, this is like a different character arc, like, you know. But no, she just like hooked up with some hot girl on an airplane.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't think Gabriette's that hot.
I do think she's really hot, but again, just very Instagram hot.
Did she like photograph really well?
Yeah, she has a good bone structure.
Oh, because I would say like in the live action thing, she kind of looks like if you took like a chola and like one of those naked mole rats and you put them in like the fly machine and like combined them.
You're so mean.
That's kind of what you get.
Well, she is half Mexican and half German. So if that's how you feel about the Mexican and German community, then I guess so.
No, I love both those communities.
One a little more than other, but it's up to you to guess.
Yeah. I won't say which one I identify with.
I think she's very pretty, but like again, just like Instagram hot. Like it's just it really dates it. But then you find out she's like the podcaster for this horror podcast.
The worst podcast I've ever heard too. They play a clip from it. It's got all these sound effects in it. It's a solo podcast, so it's just her talking, and she's like, "This is what Bloody Disgusting said was one of the top 10 murder podcasts of last year." And it's like, this sounds insane and awful.
It was called like Live, Laugh, Slaughter. Honestly, we should call ourselves that.
Hire us for Punch Up.
Live, Laugh, Slaughter.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or Slay, Laugh, Love.
Slay, Laugh. Oh, yeah, that's already much better.
We're available. We'll do whatever you're paying these people to punch up your movie and make funnier. We'll do it for less.
So Gabrielle was essentially us.
Yes.
in this movie.
And just like her, we deserve to die.
Yeah. They all start dying one by one. The first death was really fun because it's established that Teddy and sorry, what was her name again?
The character is Danica.
Teddy and Danica break up. Mm-hmm. She's moved on real quick. She's already engaged to someone else.
I'm curious what the timeline is. Did she like date someone for 6 months?
Sounds like a 6-monther.
And then got proposed to, and now they're getting married.
But it felt like they just brought that character because
we just
needed someone to kill.
We needed a body. They kind of in passing mentioned that he's like, oh yeah, he's fun and he likes to drink. That's his character. And
I thought that was going to be an important thing later, right?
No. The most that comes into play is when she goes to take a bath upstairs, he drinks half a bottle of wine, like straight from the bottle.
And again, that has nothing to do with how, because then he immediately dies.
Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with him drinking too much or a plot point to be like, oh, maybe he did this to himself because he was so drunk or whatever it may be. But
he slipped and fell in a harpoon.
Yeah, what a lot of drunk people do. And
nope. He's just a body.
I would say at least I will give this movie the deaths were a little more scary than the original, I guess. Just because that shot of whenever she discovers the body, he does look like a propped up like fish, like a prize.
That was a good.
And his eyes were scary.
That was a good because his eyes were still open.
They were still open, and that was the best death, and it was the first one.
It was the first one,
and they all got worse from there.
They shot their load real early.
Fellas.
Fellas, you know when that happens.
Fellas, you know how many I shot your load too early.
Yeah, but she and the audience isn't quite satisfied, so you gotta keep going. But you know the next one's not gonna be great.
It's not gonna be as good. It's not gonna be as good.
You're pushing rope now.
Ew. So yes, all the deaths got worse.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. All these important details come up, never brought up again. We have some cameos of Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, which is funny because I truly thought they were gonna be cameos, just like quick, like 5-minute scenes. No, they're just like in it for the rest of the movie.
Pretty important.
And you would think like, oh, that's good. They really added nothing.
They added nothing. If anything, they assassinated the character of Freddie Prinze.
Because spoiler alert,
he's one of the killers.
He's the killer, and I'm like, oh my god, it kills just the character because the whole point is that he's a really good guy in that first one.
He was the red herring in the first movie.
Yes.
So it's dumb to then bring him back to then make him the killer.
And I'm just like trying to make it make sense. Where I'm just like, okay, well maybe, because we find out at the end that he's one of the killers, and it's like, oh well maybe he really wants Jennifer Love Hewitt back, and like this is like something. I'm just like trying to grab anything.
No, his motivation is he wants to remind people of the murders from the first movie. He wants to help Stevie. Spoiler alert: Stevie is the other killer helping. They're stealing from Scream. I remember thinking that about halfway through when Gabriette's killed and she says you. I was like, oh, they're doing the two killer thing. So
so Gabriette already told us like within
the first 20 minutes of the movie.
20 minutes of the movie who it is.
She's from out of town, so she couldn't know anyone in the town. So when she says you and recognizes them, that gives us two options.
Yes, it's either Jennifer Love Hewitt or Freddie Prinze Jr.
Or if we decide to go full supernatural, it could be Sarah Michelle Gellar or Ryan Felipe.
Oh, okay. Well, it could honestly even be that Milo guy. That's what I thought originally because they gave her a ride from the airport. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was him.
Yeah.
But again, that just like gives us already too much information.
Or they make it really dumb. It's Ava, the other girl she finger popped. She's somehow running around trapping herself in a fishing
Honestly,
thing.
I would have liked that better. I literally would have liked that better.
She was the killer.
She really went out of her way to mislead everyone.
She's wearing big old platforms because she's like clearly like 5 foot.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what's interesting? So whenever she starts like that one scene, again, it's not even needed really. She starts hooking up with Milo, like they rekindle their old high school flame.
Yeah.
And she's just like, spank me,
punish me.
No, she said choke me, punish me. I was like, oh, is she gonna be like maybe a killer?
A part of it because she feels guilty.
Her mom, like something happened with her mom. Because again, to tie in, why the fuck did she even bring up that her mom's dead in the beginning of the movie?
They should have made make it
the killer.
No, to make it crazy. The mom killer, or it could have been Sarah Michelle Gellar had a secret baby in the first movie, and that was her mom. And that's why she grew up without a mom. Her mom died because of the first killer.
Literally anything. Because Freddie Prinze Jr.'s like whole thing was just like, oh well, I don't want people to forget about what happened to us 30 years ago. And / I told the dad of this girl
who stole her college fund, I'll protect you.
And protect you, I mean, I'll help you kill. How does that even make sense?
They were gonna ruin her life. It's like they were gonna ruin her life, kind of thing. So they gave him two bad motivations. And
again, it wouldn't even. So then, what was the point of killing because they got away with it?
Yes.
It was so stupid.
I feel bad for them because both our old leads essentially unretired to come back for this movie.
Oh my god! They bring Sarah Michelle Gellar to come back.
That was the only fun cameo, and she was smart enough to only be in it for like 5 minutes.
But 5 minutes was still too long.
And it didn't make that much sense.
Because, it was like a dream sequence.
Out of nowhere. It did feel kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was a dream sequence with the blonde girl. Why do I keep forgetting her name?
Madeline Klein.
Danica. She apparently was also Miss Beautiful Fish back in the day. The pageant.
The original Miss Beautiful Fish.
She was... Sarah Michelle Gellar was the original. She was...
Miss Beautiful Fish,
like 2024.
2024,
2023, whatever year it was. Pandemic, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe this town didn't give a fuck. It was in 2020.
And it was in the South. They probably didn't give a fuck.
No, they didn't give a fuck. They started COVID there. But anyways.
That's what made Freddie Prinze go crazy.
Made what?
Freddie Prinze was vaxxed.
Oh.
The vaccine made him evil.
Oh.
You hear that, Dr. Fauci? We don't support you in this podcast.
Yeah, some people get the 5G.
Yeah.
Some people...
Freddie Prinze got the Johnson & Johnson.
He got the evil one. But anyways, so they bring that up, how she was Miss Beautiful Fish back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's having a dream sequence where her fiance that died is dead, and then she sees a blonde like standing over her with the crowd, and she's like, no, it's not me, I didn't kill him, it's not my fault. And then you turn around, it's Sarah Michelle Gellar. They kind of CGI'd her face to make her look young again.
They cleaned it up a little bit.
She
still looks good.
She looks good. They put a spotlight on her, which I was like, oh, very clever, very good. But then they kept the scene going.
Yeah.
And it was going and going, then the light wasn't on her anymore, and then you could kind of you could see that she was older.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when movies do that.
Yeah.
Like they did that in Scream.
Yeah.
And the newer one where they bring back Billy, and he clearly looks like a 56-year-old man.
It's kind of funny though.
Wearing the same exact clothes that he did whenever he was 17.
I'm like pro just recasting someone that kind of looks like him.
Yeah, and I'm sure you could find someone.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to a 50-year-old man playing 18.
Well, yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. They should have just kept that scene. Like, it should have just been like a jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been like turn around, and then they don't even have to CGI her face. They could have made her face frozen from like whenever she was dead, when she died in the movie, and they put her on ice.
Yes, and I'd like to put an official moratorium on the style of jump scare this movie seemed to think is very effective, which is crank up the volume and just do a 3-second cut of a scene from earlier in the movie.
Oh my god!
Just to like jar you. It's like, oh, that's not scary. That's just startling, and anyone can do it.
And you know what really pissed me off? There was.
I'm gonna do it in this podcast. Watch.
yeah. Ice it. Every time we say like, just.
I'm gonna crank up the
it
volume and like I'm just gonna insert a shot of us.
What really pissed me off? There was that scene where Milo is potentially dead. Mm-hmm. They don't know. And there's a scene between Stevie and Freddie Prinze Jr. And
no one else is around.
No one else is around. And there's a scene where they're like, oh, I'm trying to get a hold of Milo. He's not answering. And then Freddie Prinze Jr. is like, don't worry, I'm going to protect you. Which in context makes sense because, we find out, yes, they are the killers at the end. So he didn't mean like, I'll protect you from the killer. I'll protect you from getting caught. But they killed Milo. Why did they act in front of each other like they didn't know where Milo was? That scene was purely there just for the audience to throw us off.
Yeah, it's bad writing.
That was horrible. I was aghast.
You were aghast.
I was aghast at the end. I was like, what was the point of that scene? That scene was just for us to fucking make us feel like we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And you gaslit us.
At that point, which also was a word that came up in the movie.
What?
Gaslighting.
Oh my god, yeah. Literally, it was so stupid because at the end they do the same shit in the first movie where it's all three girls on a boat during the day, which by the way, who the fuck do you think you are, Midsommar? You can't get away with like a scary
day scene. It's really hard to do.
Freddie Prinze Jr. comes to save the day where you think he's coming to save, because they find out it's Stevie, because Stevie, the guy that they accidentally killed, was a guy that Stevie had a really nice relation, not like boyfriend or girlfriend, but like a father
churchy relationship,
churchy daughter-father relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the moment they do think it's supposed to be like the pastor of the church.
There's a creepy pastor in town. He's our red hair, more obvious red herring. one of the only good visual things in the movie I liked about this. When they introduce him at the church, he's actually wearing a red shirt with fish on it, so he's a literal red herring. More of that. Okay, that's clever.
And his death was pretty. And also, why did they kill him? Because there was a scary shot where they all think it's the priest.
Because he's like praying.
And he's like praying, and then there's like, you cut around to the front of him, and there's like a harpoon in him.
It was because the rich dad in town paid him off to not report this member of his flock was missing.
Oh, okay, at least that makes
And so
sense.
Stevie was mad about that.
But anyways, yeah, the guy who was in the car, Sam, was like a church dad to Stevie. Mm-hmm. Which, sure, okay, I guess you find out later that that's an important thing for Stevie to not lose that person because that was like her dad.
Yes. And while all this is happening, Jennifer Love Hewitt is solving the big case alone, and she solves it through Google.
Literally.
She just types into the Ray's restaurant, and it's just a picture of the owner, and of course, as we all know, the shift manager is featured prominently on the website.
It was so stupid, and then her character didn't even make any sense. It was like she looked good, but her character was just like, I don't want to be involved in this, but like what you have to do is find them and kill that person.
Yeah.
And I'm still like a badass like I was in 1997 because I'm wearing a Cure shirt, but I'm also professional, so I have a blazer over it.
Yes, I teach college.
I teach college, and I have a little couple hand tattoos and a nose ring, so that lets you know I'm still cool like I was in the 90s.
And guess what I teach? Trauma.
Yes.
My class. I teach trauma class.
And then it's established that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt did get married, but they're divorced.
Divorced to make sense of them, like him being the killer. It's like he can't be the nice husband. If anything, that's better that he's a secret life as like he was a nice husband.
And then they broke up, and then maybe he became evil.
Yes, or he's pretending to be nice, and he's secretly evil. No, he's just apparently a piece of shit husband.
Yeah, like their relationship didn't even like really. Again, the stakes were just like on the floor, because like they were just like, oh hey, what's up? Okay,
guys, I'm so sorry you got unretired for this movie. You should have.
You stayed retired.
Yes,
like literally. And then so Freddie Prinze Jr. comes to save the day on the boat, and he shoots Stevie. And then the blonde gets gutted by Stevie, and then he shoots Stevie. Stevie falls overboard.
I thought and again, just to save the movie, I thought they were gonna go like a really dark down ending where he at the last minute just turns and shoots Ava, the last survivor.
Yes,
which would have been like, whoa, that would have been like, okay, wow, we're going there. We're gonna kill off the cast, and the killers win.
Right.
Nope. They don't do that. He brought one bullet.
He brought one bullet, shot Stevie, his partner.
Who we find out is mentioned in passing that she survived by our main characters.
It was a fake out. And it was like, who was the fake out for? Mm-hmm. Because why didn't you just kill Ava?
And he does try to kill Ava later.
Exactly.
At his stupid fucking restaurant.
Yeah, he brings her back to the restaurant. Again, at this point, it's like 11:36 a.m.
Yes. All he had to do was throw her ass over the boat.
That's all he had to do, because then he takes her to the bar to kill her. But, okay, you know what's so stupid? This is like one point where I was just like, okay, this shirt's coming into play. Mm-hmm. Because he literally says, hey, do you want a clean shirt? And she's like, no, I'm okay. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna give her the shirt.
He could have been like, are you sure about that?
And gives her the shirt that that guy sucker punched through the window and grabbed his shirt as he was falling, which, by the way, very funny thing to do before you die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch through this and then grab a shirt.
He was strong.
I'm gonna grab this H&M shirt.
He was strong enough to punch through this whole time and get out of the truck, but he chose the last minute.
Literally,
one arm.
Why didn't he get out of the car if he had that much strength?
Also, I'm going like out the back window. It's a truck.
Punch through the back window since you're so damn strong, and go through the trunk.
No, I'm just gonna sit in darkness
I'm gonna sit in darkness and wait till I'm about to fall to like punch through the window
and steal this one jacket.
It was so stupid.
At this point, we were furiously gripping the chairs in the theater, kicking the people in front of us.
Yes, but
anger.
it was okay because they were kicking the people in front of them, and they were kicking the people in front of them, and kicking in front of them. And
everyone's pissed.
Everyone was pissed. The energy, I felt like everyone was pissed.
Everyone walked out like, what?
Yes.
Guess what? I found this out after the fact. You know, there was a post-credit scene. Thank you, superhero movies, for like making this now. I have to sit through the credits for the off chance your movie has a post-credit scenes, and it's a bad one. They set up another sequel where Jennifer Love Hewitt shows up at Brandy's doorstep, who was in the second movie.
Oh, and God.
Brandy's like, guess what? There's a killer, and she's like, well, who we gotta fuck up now?
Oh no! Don't do that voice. But oh no!
I didn't do the voice, but I did do like a little.
You did. You moved. You shimmied your body a little bit in an inappropriate way.
I was channeling what's her name? I was Brenda from Scary Movie.
Oh, so
I did actually since the last podcast I rewatched that, and she's so funny in that.
Brenda is one of the best characters in all movie history, honestly. But anyways, yeah, and so there's that moment where he just is like, oh, I'm gonna take my shirt off since I want a clean shirt. And then there's a stupid flashback scene of like whenever he was dressed up in this the
one more last stupid jump scare of loud noise in case your dumb audience forgot. That
yes.
She slashed the killer.
She slashed him in the arm, and then she pieces together, oh my God, it's you. Then he's like, that's right, me, Freddie Prinze Jr., America's sweetheart. I was the killer with Stevie all along.
Yes.
And my motivation, I didn't want people to forget what happened a long time ago.
And also, in case that was enough, I have another motivation.
Literally so stupid. And then the blonde who got her shit rocked back and forth throughout the whole movie doesn't die. She just washes up. She literally gets gutted on the ship, comes back.
Where is Jaws?
Literally. And then it's like both Ava and what's her name again?
Madeline.
God, I am like going dumb.
Yeah.
Madeline. That's when they start doing the whole.
Sorry, there's a gas leak in this room.
Literally, and it's coming from your ass.
Yeah.
It's making my brain scramble.
Yeah.
It was so.
They do this like thing. We're supposed to now believe like, oh, we're actually each other's loves. Like, you know, we're sisters and we're powerful and it's like good, you know, everyone else died, but we still have each other type shit. I just don't think they didn't earn it.
You know what I give this movie on Adria Tomatoes?
What?
No tomatoes. That's how pissed I am.
They get corn.
They get 3 ears of corn from me on Adria Tomatoes. And
they get no hooks from me. They get the thing, the handle that holds the hook, and that's it.
That's how bad this movie was.
Go watch Scary Movie. That's my recommendation.
Yes, don't go see this movie unless you already did and you're wanting to listen to this to talk shit.
Yeah, and if you want to watch a sequel, watch Scary Movie 2.
Yes, 2 perfect movies.
Yes,
I would even argue that I like Scary Movie 3 too. Not the best one, but it's a good one.
It's still good, but 3 is still funny.
Yes,
so that's one with Simon Rex, right?
Yeah, it was. That movie was so bad. I hated it.
Thank God for AMC Stubs. I'll say that much.
I'd be pissed if I paid
if I paid just for like a full price ticket for that, I'd be so mad.
I'd be so pissed if I paid $18 and then paid $24.99 for that hook bucket.
The hook bucket?
Yeah, I'd be pissed. I know I wouldn't be able to get my nut in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hook would be hurting.
It's too scratchy.
Yeah. I couldn't even get my nut with that popcorn bucket.
Poorly
designed to fuck.
My only like solace I take from this movie is it reminds me that July is almost over and Weapons is coming out in 2 weeks.
Ooh, I do want to see that.
And we are very hyped for that.
We are very hyped. We're going to bring our own weapons to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, too soon. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to leave. That's
right.
my cue to get out of here.
All right. Yeah, the gas leak is getting worse. So
he's ripping more ass. I got to go.
Until next week.
Until next week. Bye.
Bye.